Also, one of the other things is, what the hell was that? What's up, everybody? It's Roland from Switchbacks and Bottle Caps here. Gonna do my first flashlight review for you guys. I'm doing ThruNite's Th10. It's actually a headlamp that me and Bree got off Amazon for $39.95, specifically for our first night hike at Iron Mountain in Poway in San Diego County, for those of you anywhere else. We just wanted some, we have our handheld lights, which are also ThruNite. I love the ThruNite family. I'm gonna do a review of all this ThruNite stuff that I have. But we wanted headlamps because we're not carrying trekking poles or anything. So if we took a fall, we didn't want to just like smash ourselves and smash the light. So kind of for balance too, having hands free gives you a little bit, makes you feel a little bit more stable on the trail, what we've noticed from the hikes that we've done. So let's just get right into this flashlight here, shall we? So let's get right into the nitty-gritty. First of all, this is not an unboxing, but I do have to shout out to ThruNite for their boxing when it arrives at your house, being on point with all the great packaging, everything's super tight. The box even feels good in your hand, which is always like, just like the products feel good in your hand. Take it out, comes with extra O-rings, one of the extra switch buttons in there, and a little booklet and a pamphlet of how to use it. So when you get out, I highly recommend going through it, especially before you go out on your first trip. As far as batteries, it does not come with batteries. Batteries not included. So, but it does have a bunch of different battery configurations that you can run it on. You can run it on the two CR123s or the RCR123s, which is our rechargeable ones, or 18650. I like the rechargeable 18650. I use it for all my other ThruNite stuff. I always buy the 18650 lights that they have, except for their TI3, which is their AAA, which I really like. That's my everyday carry. So initially, like I said, you probably saw, it says open right on there. So you just unscrew to open. You're gonna throw your battery in. Boom. And you should be ready to go. A couple other stats on it. Take a nice little look. Let's get a little close up on it. So it's a super nice, like you see like the kind of light shimmering off of it. It's almost like a flawless build. Like I'm super stoked with all ThruNite stuff. The lenses are super clear. One of my friends came over from our night hike before. He looked at it, he's like, "Is there any lens on that?" And I was like, "Don't fucking touch it. Don't get grease on it," because it's like super nice. You can barely even tell that the lens is on there. Super solid, feels good in your hand. It is Type 3 anodized aircraft aluminum, which is pretty much scratch resistant, people are saying. You know, I saw some of the torture test videos and people pretty much put this light and all ThruNite stuff through complete hell, and they work pretty much until you smash them 100 times with like a freaking steel rod. Some guy even like ran over this thing and it was still working. It was pretty awesome. So it's a good quality product that's gonna, you know, last you a long time. But the bulb is a Cree XM L2 LED, has a 20-year lifespan, so I doubt you're going to need to replace the bulb at all any of your time that you have it. So let's kind of jump right into it. So let's pop this on. Bloom. Pops on. This is, I believe this is low. This is on low mode. So how you cycle through is that one click will set it on. If you're hiking, you want to go crank it up a notch, hold it down, and it'll start cycling through. So cycling through. Let's go to low. So low is going to be 11 lumens, and I like things in hours. Some people give them minutes, but I like hours. I can see them in my head more. Low is going to be 11 lumens, and it's going to last you 107 hours out there on the trail. And low is pretty sufficient. You know, I wouldn't, if I was like doing a night walk, I would use low. If I was going a little further or like on a technical terrain, I would probably hit it medium. We use medium on our light when we did our night hike. So hitting them up next. It's going to go to medium. Medium is 172 lumens. It's going to run for 19 hours. So there you go for that. This is what we use for most of the hike. And let me cycle through one more time. It's going to go high. So high is going to give you 490 lumens for 2.97 hours or 178 minutes. And this was, high would be like, I almost thought it was like too much, especially because we had two of these. Me and my girlfriend were hiking. There's a group of 4 of these. The other people, didn't have headlights, but, or actually my buddy Logan Berry did, but they had our other ThruNites, and dude, I swear when people saw us coming down the trail, they were like, "What the hell?" Like we totally just looked like noobs, like illuminating the whole fucking trail for like many feet. So those are the three main modes. So low, medium, high, which you'll probably be using most of the time. What I also like, I used to be really big on liking the like the red lights for night vision and kind of like preserving your night vision and kind of being kind of low key. But I really like if it's off and you hold this bad boy down, it's gonna give you firefly mode. So firefly mode is 0.2 lumens. This will run for 65 days. And when I was out on the hike, I saw firefly mode. So when I was on the hike and I did firefly mode, I just wanted to see, like I pulled out some stuff out of my wallet just to read, and it was excellent, especially when it's really dark out there. You can't really see it in the video, but trust me, with the naked eye, firefly mode is pretty helpful if you just want to like read something real close or you're on the trail and you need a map or something like that. So what this bad boy is real known for is turbo. You double click it twice and it's going to go on turbo. It's going to go all turbo on you. Turbo is 750 lumens, which is a lot of power for out there on the trail, especially for hiking, for 1.97 hours. So it's almost 2 hours you can run this on turbo, or 118 minutes. And this, I don't know what you would use turbo on. You know, if you're trying to use this as like a tactical light, and like something's out there, this thing throws amazingly. The flood's great on all the modes. In turbo, it throws incredibly well. Like it lights up like pretty far away. I wouldn't know meter wise, but trust me on that one, especially for newbie hikers like we are, and kind of newbie outdoors people. So, and then also one that has another kind of hidden mode, which is like a lot of ThruNites do. They either have strobe, but since this one isn't a tactical light, hit it to turbo, it's going to go on turbo. If you're out there in the hike and something happens, you get hurt, you're lost, they have to send a search party, helicopter, or something out there, you want to just tell your friends like, hey, from across the canyon, you're in trouble, double click it again, and it's going to go into SOS mode. And on SOS mode, so this is running on still 750 lumens, so this will run for 4.5 hours, 4.5 hours. So yeah, that's kind of the stats on it, pretty much. Now I'm going to go into some of the stuff that I've seen and I've compiled from other videos, from tactical to kind of backpackers to everyday use people, that I think really kind of set this light apart and just kind of like sold me on headlamps first and foremost. Initially, I just liked handheld lights. I liked having the lights in the holster. You know, when you're camping, you can blam, take it out of the holster and kind of do what you wish with it. But actually I went camping with one of my cousins. One of my cousins had a headlamp. It wasn't a ThruNite, but the ease that he had it, he just wore it on his head all the time. You kind of forget it's there. Although this actually, to be honest, and having no experience with any other real headlights, they say this is one of the heavier ones, but it's not extremely heavy. I mean, like, I had it on my head and I forgot it was there. No headlamp's going to be completely like feather light. So this might not be if you're like an ultralight hiker or through hiker, but for, you know, I'm a bigger guy. I like the bigger things, you know, kind of hefty things, you know, solid things. So it works perfect for me. But anyways, my cousin had his headlight, and anytime someone needed light, he would just like blam, hit it on his head, and he had light for whoever needed light. And that kind of sold me. And then I started doing some reviews on it, and just the hands-free mode is really nice wherever you're going, especially if you're going to be outside in the dark for a prolonged period of time, whether you're going to be hiking, camping, just going on a regular walk. I don't know if you have your dog. I don't have a dog, but I was like, man, if my dog took a crap right now and I needed to scoop up his crap in the dark, it'd be super dope to not be able to have to like worry about getting crap on my hands and my flashlight because it's on my head. Just click it once, pick up the crap in a little dog bag, throw it away, boom, you're good to go. But one of the things that they say that I read in some reviews is people's like, oh, I'll throw it in my bag and it'll hit something and it'll turn on and it'll be in my bag and it'll drain the battery, you know. So I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. Like, how is that gonna work, you know, if it's gonna be in my bag a while? Then I read another review that was like, oh, look, this is what you do. So you just tightens it up, right? Tightens it up, closes it, give it like not even a quarter turn, and it turns it off. Like it disengages the circuit in there, so you can click it all you want and that thing's not coming on. And I'm pretty sure you can still drop this in the puddle of water because it's not even a full rotation. It's like that much. Watch, that much turns it off. That's still going to be waterproof, but do that, throw it in your bag. You don't have to worry about it going on and off. But let me throw it on my head real quick. The straps adjust pretty well. A lot of people said that when you're adjusting the straps, especially if you have a smaller head and you have to pull the straps in a little more, you'll have like the excess kind of flapping around, which I can see that can be kind of uncomfortable. So like when you adjust it, it's pretty just like how any most straps work. You pull it through, and a lot of people say you'll have like this little extra kind of flappiness. Or if you're doing like, so you have a small head and you want to adjust it all the way, that was kind of like the only real, I guess, drawback that a lot of people said. Here, let me get like a whole bunch of it. I have a freaking huge head, so if you have a huge head and you worry about this thing not fitting you, it'll fit you plus some. Trust me. Like I have a freaking, I wear like the biggest size hat ever. Like even this little freaking 5-panel looks like a tiny little hipster head on me. Going back to it, let me adjust this real quick. Back to big mode. One of the things I do like about it, I saw in one of the reviews, this thing goes all the way up. So like literally if you wanted to send messages to the UFOs, which I kind of feel like I look like in this video doing this, you can set it all the way up and you can have your light just going like right above your head. That's actually good for indoors. If you're indoors, you throw this guy on high, especially if you have white ceilings and there's a power outage. You throw it on high and it's gonna pretty much light up the whole room. Anywhere you go, you're gonna have light for the whole room. You're not gonna have to carry on a flashlight doing stuff around the house. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Tightening, loosening is pretty self-explanatory, but as for, like I said, for newbie hikers, it's an awesome light. I'm stoked to take this camping, take this on more hikes, anywhere. Oh, one more thing. What I would have a suggestion to ThruNite, this is like super nitpicky. I'm pretty sure people wouldn't think that's a problem. I tend to, since I wear glasses, obviously, I wear contacts most of the time, but I like to have all my lenses and like everything like clear, like crystal clear. Like my glasses, like all my light stuff. This is the ThruNite, this is one of the neutrons. I like, especially since they're known for having that crystal clear glass, I like to keep it like that. This doesn't come with any, like a little cap. If they had a little super easy cap that wasn't attached, I tend to, and people are like, oh, what if it gets lost? But I tend to take care of my crap. To put a cap on it so that if it's in your bag, it doesn't get scratched. Even though I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be a problem, and eventually people probably won't care as long as the light's shining. I tend to care about stuff like that. So I just got like an old, I keep mine in this old, just like glasses case. So like, if I'm gonna be storing it, I'll put it completely in there, but what I'll do is I'll just put half of it in there on the hikes, so you can also put other stuff in there, just soft stuff too. And so it's just, I keep it like that. It's like a little condom hanging off the light with a little chode light. But so yeah, I keep mine. That's, I guess, the only thing that I would really say to differ. So that's the ThruNite Th10. We're going to put this in the gear section of our videos. Like I said, all of our gear is pretty much, we're going to use it for a while. We're not rich, we're not made of money. We do splurge on the things that are nice, that we will like. Like my buddy says, buy it nice or buy it twice. So we do want to get slowly our camping gear together. So this is going to go into the gear playlist. I'm going to be doing a review of our ThruNites and all that kind of other stuff we use. It's not camping stuff, that's all we have, so we use it. Yeah, so see you humans of the interwebs later.